New low weigh-in. New low weigh-in. Y'all don't know how, oh my gosh. I have been fighting tooth and nail to get out of the 220s, okay? It took forever for me to get out of the 230s, but getting out of the 220s was a whole other feat. And we hit 219 today. 219. I am so excited. Going between 220 pounds up to like 240, 245 has been like where I've been like stuck. These are the numbers I've been yo-yoing between for the last like 5 years or so. And so I just, oh my God. I feel like I'm sure I've hit 219 before, but this is just a sign of great things to come because I'm on a mission. Summer shredding, okay? Summer shredding. Like, I just want to hit new lows. I want to get in the best shape of my life. I have been fighting for this for the last, since I restarted this YouTube channel, right? Just last year. And so I'm just feeling really good and really, really happy with that number, with that low, especially because, as you guys know, the last time I did one of these videos was in March, and then I went to LA and had a bit of vacation, and I didn't do too bad. Like the last time I was in LA, like it set me back so much. Like I was struggling with binging and restricting and gaining a bunch of weight and feeling very out of control. The last couple weeks I've really been struggling with binge eating, and it's really annoying because I have these moments with this burst of energy and I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Snap out of it. This isn't a vacation. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep going. You know, do what you need to do day in and day out, blah, 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 blah. I meal prepped. I still work out. And yeah, I just feel like when I'm here, I just lose that drive. I lose that focus. And I don't know why. But this year going to LA, like I kept a good head. I managed to have some fun and I didn't lose myself. I felt like I had a really good balance, but it did of course slow down my progress. It kind of stalled me for a bit and it just took me some time getting back here to jump start it, to get back in the groove. And here we are at a new low, especially because I did that DEXA scan and I did that towards the end of my trip in LA. So it was like the end of March. And yeah, that was saying that I had gotten back up to 231. I know it was some water retention and whatever, but still, we here at 219, baby! Oh! So today I thought it was about time to do another recap of my weight loss journey, what I'm doing. I like to have these kind of sit down videos, you know, every other month or so, just to have a place to kind of recap like where we're at, what we've been doing, how we're getting along, because I am trying to take advantage of every single day. We got goals. I am training for my first powerlifting competition. I'm trying to get in the best shape of my life. I'm trying to lose the rest of this flab. I've made a lot of progress from where I started and I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving the changes. I'm loving who I am becoming, but I want to hit a goal, all right? I want to rock some crop tops and feel cute. I want to look bomb AF naked, all right? That's what I want to do for the first time in my little old life. So I'm going to be setting some chapters. You can check below if you don't want to watch this whole thing. I don't think this video is going to be too long, but I am setting chapters for different goals that I have this year that I've set for myself for various reasons. Fitness being one, my powerlifting competition, my SBD goals, and even lifestyle stuff, you know, dating, the books I'm reading, hiking. I have a bunch of different goals and I really like to just tick things off one by one and be very intentional about the things that I want to do. So we're gonna start off, of course, with the fitness stuff, the health and fitness stuff with my powerlifting specifically. I wanna look at my numbers for squat, bench, and deadlift, how they've improved, the numbers I was working with for the month of April, and now here we are in May, what I've been working with, and just how I'm feeling about it all. So before we jump into that, I do wanna say I have been looking at competition dates. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a competition in October or November. I've been like keeping my eyes peeled for different dates. Around that time, I do plan to be back home in Los Angeles. So I am looking for events in California and I am finding some and I'm trying to sign up. There's some that I want to sign up for that they haven't released the entry forms yet, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled. So just so you know, I'm thinking an October, November meet. My goal is to compete in the 82 kilogram weight class, which is about 180-ish pounds. And so right now I'm 219. By the time October, November comes, I wanna be in the 180s, and I wanna be hitting numbers for squat, bench, and deadlift that, you know, I could potentially qualify for nationals, just as my own personal goal, all right? But the numbers I'm working with so far, let's jump into it, okay? So for squat, so in the month of April, I was primarily for my singles, working with about 90 to 100 kilograms for my squats. You know, I'll have them on the screen so you can see. Whenever I was doing reps, my rep ranges, you know, going from either it's like 3 sets of 9, 3 sets of 5, whatever they were, I kind of was working with 60 to 70 kilograms. Now, these numbers are numbers I usually kind of work with, right? So I feel like the month of April being my first month working with my coach, for me, it was really just confidence building. I wanted to work with numbers that I felt comfortable with, that I knew I could do. And with it being the first month of me working with this coach, you know, I want us to get used to each other. I wanted for him to see how I work with these lifts, to hear his feedback, and that's exactly what I did. As we moved into May, like currently, I definitely wanted to up my numbers. I knew I was playing it a bit conservatively, staying in a very safe and comfortable zone. But like I said, it's just, I'm a very mental lifter. Like, my confidence, it has to be there, and I like to feel comfortable with the weight, and it just takes me a while to add on weight. Which of course, you know, I need to get more better at, especially if I'm trying to do powerlifting. But yeah. So for May, I then moved my singles up into, you know, depending on my RPE that was set for the week, I kind of worked with 100 kilograms up to 105. And then for my rep ranges, once again, depending on the week and the RPE, sometimes doing sets of 9, sometimes doing sets of 5, I was working with 75 to 80 kilograms for this month. Primarily using 70 to 75 at the beginning, and then trying to use 80 a little towards the end. Although honestly, it was kind of a grind, especially when it's higher rep ranges, like 80 kilograms, like my stamina, okay, my freaking stamina. But this is what we're doing. We're building strength. We're trying to get there. So for bench, I'm getting so excited about my bench press. I'm just seeing improvement, and actually at a much quicker pace than I thought I would, because I mean, I'm a woman. Upper body for most women is just like, you know, a weaker area, especially growing strength. And because of I don't always work upper body. I feel like, you know, if there's anywhere I could work to build more muscle mass and strength, it's my upper body. But I'm just kind of happy with what I'm seeing so far with my bench. So to start in April, the singles I was working with for my bench press was about 57 kilograms. I did have one day where I tried to do a 60 kilogram bench press, and I immediately regretted it. But the cool thing is, now in May, I do 60 kilograms for my single, and it actually feels really good. It looks really good. I'm like, yo, like I just remember a couple weeks ago trying to hit this bench press 60 kilograms, and it was a grinder. Like, I was afraid I was gonna like kill myself. At the time, I was really doubting myself, thinking, why didn't I get a spotter? But now it's feeling so much better. And honestly, and maybe it's a strength thing, but I really think it's just my bench form being a little better. Like I mentioned in one of my videos, I was really trying to figure out what was most comfortable for me as far as just my bench form, my setup, my feet placement particularly. And I feel like I finally got something down. It's not perfect. Like, I'll insert a clip here. This is a clip actually from this week, and this is 60 kilograms that I got versus the last time I had 60 kilograms. And you can even see though, with this current one, I had to kind of recalibrate. Like, I got the weight up, and then I was like, nah, like my feet don't feel exactly right. So it's still something I'm working on, feeling more confident and comfortable in the lift, and really figuring out like just my form. But it is getting better, and the lifts are getting better, so that is so exciting. I do think, and I even talked to my coach about it, I was like, yo, this is feeling pretty good. It's the 60 for my single. I think I want to just add maybe like 2 more pounds to it, you know, and just start pushing myself a little bit more. But of course, I know I need to just get also more comfortable with my setup and my bench form. Yeah. And then moving into deadlift, I am so excited about my deadlift. Like, it's just crazy. Oh, this is just so crazy. So deadlift is one of those lifts I've been doing for years now. I actually learned how to pull sumo a couple years ago from my girl Ajazi. Shout out to you. And cause before her, I used to do conventional. I used to pull conventional. But yeah, I moved into sumo. I love pulling sumo, but I was always underestimating my strength. And it really wasn't until starting this powerlifting training that I'm really trying to push myself that I'm like, I really have been playing myself, because my deadlift is pretty good. And I feel like I have a lot of untapped potential with my deadlift. So even the singles that I've been working with, I'm just like, oh, I could go heavier. Like, I could go heavier. But like I said, I'm super mental when it comes to lifting and lifting heavy. And I had to build up my confidence. So it's been the most interesting thing though, because I used to work with 100 kilograms for just like a couple reps, you know? And I thought, oh, this was challenging, you know, this is good. And now I'm doing, you know, singles for 130 kilograms, 120 kilograms. Most recently in this month of May, I've moved to doing 130, and it's still feeling like it's RPE 6 or 7. Like, I'm just, and that's my personal best right now. This is my personal best. And I'm just like, I have so much more in me. I just feel it and I can see it, but I'm not, you know, I don't know. I'm afraid of hurting myself. So I'm just taking my time. It is exciting though, because, you know, for the competition that I want to do in the weight class that I want to be in, my goal for deadlift is just to get about 150 kilogram deadlift, or like 155 kilogram. I can't remember. But I'm not too far from it. It's like an additional 20 kilograms that I just want to add, because, you know, I'm pulling 130 now just for my singles, and I can tell that I can do more. And then when it comes for me preparing for this competition, like, of course, I'm still trying to lose some fat, but yeah, like when it comes to the deadlift that I want to be hitting, it's only about, you know, 20 kilograms more. Like, I would love to just do 150 kilogram deadlift. And I probably could even get that now. I mean, I don't know, because I haven't tested it. And I guess I could, but I'm scared. I just need to take my time. Like I said, it's a confidence thing for me, but I can tell that like the strength is there. I can tell it's there. So that's been really exciting. But it's so nice just like seeing the scale move down, seeing my lifts go up, and I'm just loving it. I am just loving it. Now, of course, you know, preparing for this competition has changed my training a bit. I've always done the compound lifts. Squat, bench, and deadlift have always been, well, I can't say bench. I used to be very infrequent with benching, but squat and deadlift have been regular staples in my fitness journey since I started years ago. You know, those were movements I just love to do. I like the compound movements. I knew how important those lifts were, and I loved doing them. But I used to always like start with my compound lifts and then move into isolation movements, into just lifts that I really enjoyed doing. Goblet squats, sissy squats, just a lot of different things that I like to do to engage and isolate certain muscle groups. And I just miss that. I mean, I'm still doing isolation movements, but they just aren't the same ones, and I'm kind of missing it, I'm not gonna lie. I always wanna be doing my compound lifts, but I am kind of missing the variety I used to throw in myself when I did more of a power building style. So yeah, I just kind of miss it. I just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, now into more of the lifestyle things. Some of the other things, honestly, these should be pretty quick for me to run through. Hiking, I did have a goal, and I do have a goal for this year to go on 15 to 20 hikes. For those of you who have asked, because I've had people DM me, I've had people email me about the hikes. I'm using meetup.com to find some of these hikes, but I've done enough so far. I've done 7 so far, right? Where it's like a guide is leading you, you pay, you go with the group. I've done enough so far that I'm kind of really been feeling confident doing some of my own. So I've downloaded some apps that allow you to find routes that are already trusted and reviewed, and you could just go on the hikes yourself. So that's kind of something I've been stepping a little into. I'm sure I'll have a vlog where I'm doing a hike or something. One of the benefits to doing it by yourself is, well, moving at your own pace, but taking photos. Like I could stop anywhere I want and just take some photos, you know, a little photo shoot. When I'm with the group, I don't do that. Like, even though you do stop with the group and you do stop at scenic places where you can take pictures, I'm just way too embarrassed to be sitting there taking selfies. So, or to set up a camera and trying to put, like, no, I just don't do it. So I'm excited that I have these apps and I can kind of go on some of my own. I still do plan to do some of the guided longer hikes with the groups that I sign up with. But yeah, for those of you that were wondering, I've been using meetup.com to find hikes in my area, in the country, to find people I can do those kind of activities with. And then we're moving into books. I'm an avid reader. I have always been an avid reader. And I always set goals every year for the number of books I want to read. I don't always hit it, but I've been doing okay the last couple years. This year I've set a goal for 20. Last year I wanted 15. I got my 15. And yeah, we got 20 books this year. So far I've only read 7. I am falling a little bit behind, but I have enjoyed the majority of the books that I've read. And I'm kind of pulling a madness right now. Like, at this moment in time, this month, I'm reading like 4 books at once. I actually have them here with me. Wheel of Time #2, which I've already read this series. I'm rereading it. This one here, All Joy and No Fun. It's like a book about parenting. I'm finding it really interesting. I'm gonna finish this one. Actually, I'm basically done with this one. I like literally have like 1 chapter left, so yeah. Hope and Glory. This is a book club book. I am a part of a book club, and this is one of our books for this month. I'm reading Tina Fey's Bossy Pants, which was recommended to me. And then I'm finishing another sci-fi fantasy book. And I'm like halfway through each of those right now, except for the parenting one I've already kind of finished. So yeah, I'm kind of pulling a madness. I need to like finish those and then just start fresh. I have so many books on my list this year to read. I'm really excited. And I just love reading. I just love reading. If you're looking to add me on Goodreads as a friend, I'll put it in the description box below. Check the doobly-doo below. You can add me and we can see what each other is reading. And then dating. So I've been making little videos here and there, talk about dating, talk about dates I've been going on. I have not been going on any dates right now. It's been like 2 months since I've been on a date. And I have a goal of going on 15 dates with 15 new people for this year. So yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of catching up to do. But yeah, I just really wanted to take a break. Like, getting back from LA, starting my powerlifting program, having a competition date in mind, I've just been like, I just want to focus and hone in on this. I want to make sure I'm hitting my numbers for my lifts. I want to make sure my diet's intact and the scale is also moving, because like I said, I'm trying to compete in a particular weight class. So I kind of put the dating on hold. I was using some dating apps and stuff before, but like I've kind of paused them all and deleted them all. I do plan to restart them again. Luckily, summer's here and I'm going out with friends. I'm making sure to just, you know, be visible. And I just plan to like meet people in person really, hopefully this summer. But I'm giving myself until about August just to like really focus on my training, focus on my diet and everything, make sure I'm on track. August, like, you know, that's a couple more months. I would have lost more weight. I could see my lifts improving and it's closer to my competition day. I feel like then I'd be just more comfortable, you know, allowing men to suck up my time. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I have not been on a date. The last date I've been on was March. And I'm supposed to do 15 days this year. I only have like 4 down for the year. So we will definitely be playing catch up. But summer, I'm sure this summer will be a good time. And like I said, I'll probably plan to really start being more aggressive in that aspect and area of my life when August comes. So yeah, that is it. That's kind of like every little thing for all of the goals I have for this year. Checking in with this weight loss. Woo! My squat, bench, and deadlift, my powerlifting training, and yeah, just everything we got going on. So yay! Happy to do this review video number 2. The next one won't be so far off. Like, I did the first one in March. You can click over here if you want to watch it. But I did the first one in March April, May. I kind of skipped. Yeah, I like, you know, and then we're late in May as well. But it, you know, I wanted to give myself time to just like get back on track after LA and everything. And so yeah, we're like in the thick of it though, like summer shredding, okay? So hopefully I can just do one of these once a month and always have good news and more progress towards each one of these goals and ways I'm trying to improve and better myself in my little life. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Click subscribe if you're trying to follow along. Be your best self. Do what you gotta do this year to become the person and live the life that you want, because that's all I'm trying to do. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.